It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Houston Texans and the Kansas City Chiefs. And it comes your way next on Madden Football.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And we are underway from Arrowhead. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
First play, Mahomes looking to throw it. Gets this to the former Texan, DeAndre Hopkins. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Here's Pacheco headed right. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
On first down, they go back to Pacheco. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Pass complete. He's got Hendershot.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run. Big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, You go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. Mahomes going to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
And he remains perfect on this opening drive. Charles now 5 of 5 and another first down to work with.
He's like one of those great shooters in basketball that has his rhythm, has his confidence, and he doesn't think anything is going to miss right now. As far as he's concerned, he's going to be perfect the entire game, and who's to say that it won't happen the way he's throwing it right now.
To throw, it's Mahomes. This is caught. Touchdown!
Noah Gray
From 8 yards out.
and the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Right off the bat, they start with a very solid, methodical 10-play drive.
And you know me, I tend to look at things from the defensive side. They're coming off the field gassed right away. We're in the first drive of the game. So it's not just what happened, but think of the emotion you carry into a game, then double it with getting a 10-play drive put on you and points scored. They're pretty tired right now.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Now Stroud. Finds his man, it's John Mechie.
And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Play action. Stroud now. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll move the chains.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on first down.
Stroud out of the gun here. This one taken in by Stover.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
Well, they told us that he was just going to be a bear to defend, and usually tight ends are, Charles, but he's no exception to that rule. His second catch of the opening possession, and it gets him a first down.
Yeah, and they certainly saw something on his earlier reception. He went back and reported what he found. And one of the things about him, he's like a wide receiver to me, Brandon. He has a great sense of space and understanding where defenders are.
Yeah, we talk all the time, Charles, and it kind of gets cliche about the hands that he has, but really it's the truth. For a tight end, some of the best hands in the game.
Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
To Mixon on the check down, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
3rd and goal, Stroud.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Fairbairn able to put this one through.
So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it and the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. Throwing now is Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the 1st drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one. Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now here's Mahomes. Able to find Gray here. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of the times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Here's Mahomes to throw. This will be caught by Brown. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 2.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes.
And this pass caught by Gray.
He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Now Mahomes.
That's into the hands of Worthy.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass.
And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
Butker now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
He'll complete this one to Collins.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Again, it's Stroud. This will be complete to Mechie.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
Repeat of the last play, going to Mechie here.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Stroud. This one left side caught by Collins.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
From the 33, here's a 2nd down and 4. Here goes Stroud again. As this complete to Woods.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And Stroud now to throw.
And it's caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
John Mechie.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans have got it back to within a score. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. That time a 9-play drive.
And it was all capped off by a John Mechie touchdown reception.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And able to get this out to the 25. KC's offense ready to take over. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Mahomes going to throw.
That's complete, left side to Worthy.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
A busy first quarter. His third catch of the afternoon is a first down. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. His throw incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, it's Pacheco.
And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 34. Mahomes now to throw.
No hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. To throw, it's Mahomes.
Got a man over the middle, Worthy.
So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now it's Mahomes again.
That's into the hands of Worthy once again.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Xavier Worthy
from 10 yards out.
And the Chiefs are able to add on to that lead. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they're going to continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes it a 21-10 game. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Houston set to take over. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Over the middle, that's caught by Woods. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball, but I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can, and that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Stroud to throw it. He'll get the hook up there to Woods. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Now Stroud.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Flushed out right, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
He'll get this complete to Worthy.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now here's Mahomes.
Finding Gray on the out route. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it second down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 56 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
In the second quarter, and already his second touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Butker on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it culminates in a Travis Kelsey touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around.
He gets this one to Mechie.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Throwing now is Stroud.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Woods, the receiver, in motion left. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Here's Stroud.
That's complete. It's Collins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
It's caught downfield by Mechie. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other and trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now he's absolutely shredding them.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Stroud looking to throw. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
Mixing up the middle. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
C.J. Stroud.
14 yards.
And the Texans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards.
And it was C.J. Stroud who finished off that drive with the touchdown run.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The ball back to the Chiefs and Isaiah Pacheco.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Across midfield. Down to the 10.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Marquise Brown.
76 yards.
And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is up to 18 now. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense had C.J. Stroud getting ready for this next drive. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Stroud out of the gun here. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
Stroud is hit and the ball is loose.
And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Here comes Mr. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, leading out this offense.
Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Got a man, it's Brown. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Now Mahomes. And it's caught on the deflection. And this is going to be a touchdown.
So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one.
Butker now to add the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And it's Hollywood Marquise Brown who finishes it off with the touchdown.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And now out comes Houston. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground.
Now a pause for the injury, and that is, yes, Joe Mixon clearly in some discomfort following that last play.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 5. Stroud.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
And Stroud now to throw. That's complete to Pierce.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Stroud off the play fake.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Stroud sets up the play action.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
That was Nick Bolton rushing in and burying him behind the line. But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack.
Stroud.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
The Texans on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
He's got his man. It's Pierce.
That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Mahomes now to throw.
Throw over the middle, caught by the tight end, Gray.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Mahomes going to throw. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelce.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
He's got Brown on the out route complete.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 25-yard line. Talk about a big 1st half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the 1st down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
The tight end Kelce has it over the middle. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
2 yards to go, second down. Now it's Mahomes again. With no hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Butker's kick here is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. So we've come upon halftime here in KC with the Chiefs on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
In the first half, we saw some strong play from Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes. He had a half for the ages, touchdown pass after touchdown pass. He threw a month's worth of touchdowns in just those first 2 quarters of play.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Houston's offense taking over again, and they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Play action. Here's Stroud. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Stroud to throw it. Got a man. It's Collins, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Throwing now is Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Stroud will look to throw once more. Over the middle, complete. That's Collins. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you...
Touchdown, Houston! Nico Collins, 34 yards. And the Texans get a bit closer. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was Nico Collins who finished it off with a touchdown reception. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. The Chiefs offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. This will be caught by Brown. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A handoff now for Pacheco. Henry To'o there on the tackle.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd and 5. Looking to throw is Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Look that one in and it made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
That's complete. Left side to Worthy. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Xavier Worthy with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to widen their advantage. So that is going to tie an NFL record that has stood for more than 70 years. 7 touchdown passes in 1 game. It was first done by Sid Luckman of the Bears in 1943, then by Adrian Burke of the Eagles in 54, and now that mark equaled here in this one. Butker on for the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. C.J. Stroud and the offense back out there. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route too.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
2nd and 6. Stroud looking to throw. This one left side caught by Collins.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Pierce will try to pick it up.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
But it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up.
Play action. Stroud now. He's got this complete to Stover, the tight end. Titus Howard, right tackle, the man flag for that one.
A handoff here to Ogunbowale. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, still in the 3rd quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now a 2nd and 6. Here's Stroud. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now Stroud. Right side complete to Mechie.
That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Pierce will take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Well, we have seen the stiff arm get a bit of renaissance here in recent seasons, and that was pure strength there as he forced his way into the end zone.
And when you think of guys who use the stiff arm so effectively, I go back to guys like Earl Campbell, Walter Payton, some recent guys like Marshawn Lynch. Let's go to the Wayback Machine. Bronco Nagurski, he dealt out a wicked stiff arm.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
And it was Dameon Pierce closing things out with a touchdown run.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
Mahomes now to throw.
Throw over the middle caught by the tight end Gray.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
He'll drop this off to Pacheco.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Neville Hewitt on the stop.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 29-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now Mahomes. That's complete once again to Hopkins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Mahomes finding the talented DeAndre Hopkins, and the Chiefs are able to stretch out their lead. So that is a big one, folks. Can you believe it? 8 passing touchdowns in a single game until today. That had never been done in NFL history. And that last touchdown pass not only puts 6 points on the board, it also puts his name into the record books for the most touchdown passes in a single game. Butker now to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it's finished off by the touchdown from DeAndre Hopkins. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Texans offense and Nico Collins heading onto the field. And he was pretty much unguardable in that first half. You see the numbers there as they try to add to him here in this third quarter.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
And Stroud now to throw. Got a man. It's Collins complete.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Stroud to throw it.
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
Remember, Brandon, he ran for a touchdown earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one.
And the decision is what is important here. He has made some good decisions on when to tuck it and go. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line.
Stroud.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Throwing now is Stroud.
And he finds his target. It's Schultz. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a 1st down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
He'll complete this one to Collins.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 23 yards on the play.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. He gets this one to Mechie.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Second and 4. They could still get a 1st down without scoring. They'll toss this to Pierce on the right side.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Dameon Pierce
with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit. So a toss play there does the trick as he's into the end zone.
And you don't run this unless you're sure you've got a guy who has the speed who can get to the edge, because what you're hoping for him to win the race to the corner and turn it upfield to the end zone.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it was Dameon Pierce closing things out with a touchdown run.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field. Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Well, hang on here. DeAndre Hopkins is shaken up, so we're going to have a pause for an injury. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Pacheco. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 84 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Mahomes going to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Now 2nd and 5. Now here's Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Xavier Worthy, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? but you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Houston set to take over. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
He'll get the hook up there to Woods.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be second down.
Stroud looking to throw. Another targeting catch for Robert Woods.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
The man in coverage was Trent McDuffie.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll run with Mixon. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Gets the dump off to Pierce.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Stroud will look to throw once more. This one taken in by Stover.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Now it's Mixon running right. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Joe Mixon
From 17 yards out.
And the Texans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we got to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
104 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
In motion goes the tight end. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chiefs add 6 to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Butker on for the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So that drive, 4 plays.
And it's finished off by the touchdown from DeAndre Hopkins.
out as the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's Nico Collins, and this offense getting set to go for another drive. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. Never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
Here's Stroud. As this complete to Woods. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Stroud. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Second and 10. The throwing again is Stroud. On a slant, here's Collins. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Stroud out of the gun here. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Mixon with a first down carry. He'll take it inside the 25.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 24 now, here's second down and 7. And Stroud now to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
He has just not had his focus in this game. It's not one drop. It's not two. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. If they've stopped them 2 out of 3 times, usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Here's Pacheco once again.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
The visitors' offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early, and it has paid giant rewards to this stage of the game.
The Texans' offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Stroud working out of the gun. Throw right side, taken in by Collins.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is. Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Stroud.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
A tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Stroud to throw it.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Throwing now is Stroud. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectations.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded across the board. And, of course, the guy throwing them, he's a big-time player himself. They brought it from start to finish and really helped get the better of the opposing secondary.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.